Why, hello there, and welcome to another Dyrus vlog. Today is Friday, July 19th, 2013, and I just got home from LCS. Today we played Coast, and yesterday we played C9. So a lot of you guys have lots of questions of what went on, and I just want to make this vlog to show you my point of view. And so starting with yesterday, we went to C9 game. Um, Game was pretty bad, like no doubt. That was it could arguably be probably one of the biggest stomps in LCS. But a win is a win and a lose is a lose, and it's no different from losing any other game. Whereas the CLG versus TSM game, where it was really close and I threw, and then there's just the stompy games. It's just the entertainment value that's different. I just like to say that, although most people know that. Um, hmm. So going into that game, I didn't prepare as much, and that's my own fault. Well, actually, I did prepare a decent amount. I wanted to play Renekton, and I could have played Renekton, but once again, I fell on the same mistake where um, I want to pick champions that's best for my team, and the best champion for my team there was Yorick, but I did not play the matchup correctly. My inexperience with Yorick and my bad heal timer costed us a big portion of the game, and let me tell you why. When I died bottom, that means, and Oddwin's bottom, there's no jungle pressure on the map. That means High gets to play super aggressive and wins mid lane against Reggie, and then top lane got screwed over a little bit, although they didn't make a lot of mistakes. I don't know what the mistakes were, but I just was told that they made a fair amount of mistakes, and it's all our fault. But mainly for that game, I made the biggest mistake and I caused the biggest snowball, and I got the first blood and I went on tilt. I never talked the entire game. So what happened in laning phase was I didn't play aggressively enough at 1 through 3, which is supposed to be my best time against Rumble, and I didn't respect my lane enough. I didn't play Yorick enough. I was clearly unprepared to play Yorick, and I didn't take the precautions of mentally preparing myself, and that was very I wasn't trying to be ignorant, but I guess you could say I was pretty ignorant of me in a way of, you know, against a team like C9, they're the best team in NA right now. I really needed to drink some Red Bull, like, get pumped, get ready to talk, morale up. And before that game, I fell asleep before Champion Select for like 10 minutes, and I was really dumb. I don't think anyone on my team knows that. And I haven't been taking the proper medicine for when I've been sick for the last couple of days. I didn't take the medicine with me. I only took Advil for headaches, and my throat was sore. Now, I'm just telling you my point of view. I'm not making excuses. They can easily be said as excuses, but I'm not blaming on that. I'm just telling my point of view. So anyways, moving on, I messed up really badly. And one of the vital mistakes was I pushed up early and I was level 4 and I was up on CS. And I didn't go and buy, and I didn't have a ward. And I knew if I stayed, Meteos would gank me, and that forced me to use Flash. So after that, I should have bought, and before that, I should have bought. Because if I bought, I would have bought Chalice, and I would have just been able to farm a lane. Since I didn't play aggressive early, I needed to switch to farming an MR, so Chalice into Spirit Visage. But I did not do that. I got killed. I almost got Oddwin killed. I wasted Oddwin's time. And I really, really messed up that game from the start. I actually got a comment on Twitter that said, "Oh, you quit after the first death. That's cowardly." Now, in solo queue and in certain ways, I agree, that is cowardly. If I die once and I say GG, then, that's not how it should be. You have to give it your all, even when you're on losing. You have to look for ways to win. Um, Basically, that did not happen. What happened was, alright, I died, I'm just gonna buy my own, just go back to the lane, try to farm as best as possible. And from that moment, in competitive play, when you're playing against the best players, there's no going back. There really, really is no going back. Rumble, like, Yorick has his advantages on Rumble, but at a certain point, Rumble against Yorick, if you have a certain setup, you can really, really beat down Yorick, especially after 21-9. I had 21-9 also, but he ran certain runes that you could only run against lanes that you can afford. Like, basically, he took advantage of my mistakes and he played it very well and he dominated, and that's all credit to him. But as for my point of view goes, that's how it went. I actually CS'd pretty well for the first 25 CS, but my biggest downfall was I didn't buy, and that was no one's fault but my own. So no apologies. Like, after that game, I was really, really sad, like depressingly sad, and then we had team meeting and everything was okay. So then the next day we go into the Team Coast game. Hello. I'm not flame. We go into the next game, and so against Coast we were focused on communication, being prepared for the match. I took a lot of precautions. I drank like 2 Red Bulls. I was prepared for this next match. So when I went to this next match, I actually got Rumble this time. I was very happy that I wasn't forced to play certain champions, or put in a position where I had to choose. I prefer just to play Rumble, and I got Rumble, the champion I've been practicing, and everything went good. My 2 versus 1 lane pushed it in. They got the tower, we got the swap. They dove me bottom, I lived, everything was going great. And then my deaths were somewhat meaningful. I got 3-man dive top and my team got dragon. If I backed off, it would have been a lot better because I wouldn't give him a kill, but I gave him a kill. And actually no, we saved the tower. I think we saved the tower, and it's not too bad in that kind of sort. But I tried to back off and it was already too late, so I just stayed on the tower. I tried to delay them as long as possible. So we got dragon, and then the second death was when I was roaming top. I didn't want them to dive turtle, so I ran through the semi-fast way. Got caught by 3 of them. I ulted. They all got down to half HP. Not too bad. And then we misplayed a little bit after, but there was potential for us to just kill them and like win the game right there. But we slowly played the game. We had a really good Baron call made by Reggie. Even though we got chunked down 25%, didn't matter. We're able to get Baron before Dude got there. And Dude was actually right outside the pit when we finished it, and it was good. That was one of the turning points of the game because we have Rise Vayne, and our hyper carries are just gonna hyper carry. And Rumble, he's really good in 2 versus 1 scenario because usually when you're a bruiser and you hit 6, like Aurelia, you need farm. You really need farm with some chance. Rumble, you don't really need the farm because you just drop ult and you have the slow damage and everything's good, and you just build like Haunted Guys and it'll be fine. and you'll be just as useful as the other top laner. Like, let's say it's against Shen. He doesn't have enough items to be tanky, but he is good 1 vs 2, so they have to abuse the 1 vs 2. But they didn't abuse it. They didn't send their jungler top to hold the tower, which is what I probably would have done. But they focused on me that game, and I feel like they made the same mistake we did against C9, and that was playing desperately and not making smart decisions. So those are the 2 games. I'd like to say not bad week because we didn't. It was 1-1 and not 0-2, but we can do better, and I'll be working on it, and won't make. I'll try my best not to make the same mistakes again. So thanks for watching my vlog. I'll stream and play some solo queue. Bye.